So when we talk about multiplication problems, it's important that we understand what factors are. So in a simple multiplication problem, it has two parts. We have the factors, which are the numbers you're multiplying together, and we have the product, which is the answer to a multiplication problem. So when we talk about factors, we're talking about numbers that multiply together to get a certain number. So let's take 12, for example. So I want to find all the factors of 12, all of the numbers that multiply together to get me a product of 12. So when I think about this, I need to think, okay, what facts do I know that multiply to get to 12? And I find it very helpful to always start with 1. Because 1 times a number will always get you that number. So if I start with a fact, 1 times 12, that gets me one set of factors. Now, I start with 1, and now I want to just work my way higher. So I think of 2. Is there anything that multiplies by 2 to get to 12? Yes. I have 2 times 6 that gets me to 12. Then I go one higher. 3. Is there anything times 3 that gets me to 12? Yes. 3 times 4 gives me 12. And then I go one higher. 4. Well, yeah, 4 times 3 equals 12, but that's already on my list. So once you go higher and you find your number already on your list as the other factor in a pair, then you're done. Looking over here, my factors, I want to write them in order from least to greatest. So my factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. All of those are my factors of 12. Now, let's do another practice. Let's think of 18. So I want to find all the factors of 18. So that means I'm going to start with 1. 1 times 18 equals 18. I think to 2. All right, anything times 2 get me to 18. Yes. 2 times 9 equals 18. Now 3. If I do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, that means that 3 times 6 equals 18. Anything times 4? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. No, nothing gets me to 18. 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. Nope, nothing gets me to 18. So 6, I already see is on my list, so I'm done and I have found all my factors. So I'm going to list them out from least to greatest. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18 are all the factors of 18. Now, there's something we do that is called the greatest common factor. And the greatest common factor is where you are finding the factor that is the greatest between two numbers. So if we look here at 12 and we look here at 18 and we want to find the greatest common factor, you are going to find all of the factors that match between those two lists, and you are going to pick the largest one that they have in common. So I see they both have a 1, they both have a 2, they both have a 3, they do not both have a 4, but they both have a 6. And those are all the factors they have in common. So the greatest one out of that list is the 6. So the greatest common factor of 12 and 18 is 6.